Hi Capricorn, welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Capricorn, this is your love reading starting today on the 15th of July. And I'm going to do it a bit differently today because I am. I'm going to start to do the typical reading for you as a start. And at the end of it, there's going to be a silent reading. I'm going to use this beautiful mystical wisdom card deck that is just absolutely gorgeous. And I'm not going to speak through the entire thing. I'll explain more when we get to it. But it's a way to reboot. It's a way to get back to your blueprint, to sort of reset everything so that you can sort of get to a higher place and receive this most gorgeous love from there. But let's start with where you're at right now, Capricorn, and take it from there. So today's date 15 is really beautiful to incorporate as a basis for this reading, because 15 is all about new beginnings and a change in your life path. And then combine 1 plus 5, we have a number 6, which is the alignment between you and you. It's the alignment between you and your higher self, your inner being, whatever you want to call it. So have that as a foundation is really, really beautiful. So Capricorn, love story for Capricorn as for right now. And I'm using the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue for this. Capricorn, there's something with you guys, something around, in and around your sign. And I don't know, because I've been hearing it and the Capricorn sign has sort of kept coming out in a way that is a bit different. So there's something about you guys that is a bit extraordinary, it feels like. I love this. Ace of Michael. It's like we're going a bit backwards here. Okay, so we're going to shift it around a bit. 4, 5, 7, Ace. Looks good. Okay. 4, a Raphael. So 4 is all about the heart. It's all about the heart matter. It's laying a new foundation. And the green border here speaks about the wholeness and the healing that is taking place for you right now. I do apologize, it reverses the images here, but it could mean something. You're sitting with a lot of seashells. The seashells has come out a lot lately, and we have dragonflies there, which speaks about immense spiritual transformation. Seashells is often talking about your intuition and how you're now guided to really listen to your self-worth, listen to what is really important for you. I mean, this is your love reading. It is your love reading, and it's sort of a tiny bit of a different spin on it, because it's like I want to come from a place where we're looking at these counterparts, these romance counterparts that is coming into your lives from a perspective that they are your counterpart. They're not there to fill your void. They're not there to, however horrible they are, they're your twin flame, and so therefore you're gonna, I don't know what you're gonna do. No. I say no. I say who? I say when. This is like there's an ebb in the emotion. It feels a bit dry to me. So you might overall have a feeling like you're in a really good place. You might feel like you, on the general plane, like it's good. You're doing well. You're doing fine. But maybe in this particular instance, maybe just around this very time, and just in July or something like that, whenever you find this reading, is like a bit of ebb, because the emotions is a bit pulled back, it feels like. But it's pulled back so that you can focus in on okay, so it's almost like if you were dating somebody, or if you were, or if you really want to start to date somebody, Obviously, you probably are if you're here listening to this. You can be already in a committed relationship and still wanting to listen to this. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it seems like there's more important things for you to be doing right now than to date somebody. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I it's like, this is so interesting because it's like, Capricorn, you come to this earth this time around, you have things to do, you have stuff to say, and it's like having that focus on, I will compare it with, this is not what I'm feeling, this is just an analogy, but I will compare it to it so that you understand where I come from, what I mean with this. It's like you are, let's say you're dealing with some demons and you don't want to look at it and you don't want to look at it. You might not even be aware that it's that it's stuff to look at. And so you sort of bury yourself into work. There is a workload, like you're really, really working your butt off, or you have, it doesn't necessarily have to be work. It can just be that your schedule is so freaking full so that you don't pay attention what needs to be paid attention to, if that makes sense. Take this analogy that it's so interesting because it's like, it is something that you want to do. So I don't really know what you're doing, Capricorn. I know I'm speaking in gåtor, in riddles, like it's a secret language here. I feel like you have things to say. I feel like you're here on this earth and you are a very aware being. And meeting somebody, it's like, because Capricorn, you're all about like wanting to fika, I would say in Swedish. You want to just snuggle up with somebody and you want to maybe watch a whole freaking Netflix series together with somebody, preferably 11 seasons. Is that, cocoon feeling of, and it being winter time in Sweden, not now, but when that comes, oh man, that's going to be so nice with just staying in and, all of that. And there's really nothing wrong with that. It's just that the stuff that you're here to do on this earth is sort of going to be put on the back burner. You're not going to do that if you're meeting this person right now. Does that make any sense? It's like, and it's so interesting because the thing that you would then put on hold is the thing that you want to do. So it's like, but I'm feeling that you maybe are not even doing it now when you're waiting for this person. If you're in a committed relationship, it feels like when you almost have to not separate, but you almost have to remove yourself. It's like being a writer. Many people understand it if you're a writer. That it's sort of, people should just label themselves writers and get into less trouble with their partners, because writers seems to have a free pass of saying, I need to go off somewhere so that I can sit and write. As to somebody that is just doing accountant work, they're supposed to just show up for their partner all day, every day. There's something to that. There's something to it that you want to have a bit more spare time, a bit more alone time to get in your creative side, to get into your passion. And that's what I started out saying. Do you know what you want, Capricorn? This is like listening to your intuition. What are you trying to tell yourself right now? It's like you're on this most spiritual journey, opening up to things left and right, really strengthening that like voice from within with your spirit guides, and learning to listen with all those seashells there, learning to listen. And right now, it's almost like Raphael stands there withholding. He's even having a gift. It's so interesting because another reading I did, I saw this as him coming in with a gift, and he was actually bringing the gift to the person. But here I feel like he's withholding it. It's like, yeah, it is here, and you probably sense that it's there, but just give them a moment, because they've stuff to do. And if we send them in now, they're going to be all focused on that person. They're going to be all like just so with each other, and there's going to be none of that thing that they are here to do. Does that make sense? Not that you don't have free will, not that you can't choose to do whatever you want to do. It's just that I think you really want to do this. It's just that you sort of almost focus so much on bringing this person in as a defense to not do what you're here to do. 5 is all about change and life path, and this is change in your love life. You're coming out of a stagnant situation here, so it's almost like we're fast forwarding a tiny bit. Like it's like you started to listen. It's like, yeah, that was a while back, and we started to listen. You're coming out of a stagnant or stale situation. There's been a bit of a wintry feeling here. You're completely dressed in pink, so it is love. Like you're completely immersed in this love feeling, love vibe. Really wanting it. However, there's some more symbolism to be uncovered. There's some more signs, some more synchronistic events that is supposed to, like, the door is open. The doors has already opened. It's right there for you. You can choose this if you want to, but it's like, here we have a clear symbol, clear, and there is a symbol for you yet to find out what that is about. And I think that's something about your lucky star. Your lucky star. That you're supposed to find that out first. You want to find that out first, and then we want to go through that door to that love. It's not that they're never going to come, and it's not that you're never going to be with them. It's just you have somewhere to be first. You have somewhere to evolve to first. So next card out is 7, and 7 is a completion. Whatever you put into this like whole, and I think this is more like where you came from. So whatever relationships you've been in the past, whoever you were in the past, it's so important to understand that this is all about you, and whoever you were in the past was attracting what you were attracting. And whether that is you attracting situations that was, whether you have attracted a partner that is very absent, very not showing up for you, spending nearly no time with them, whether you have attracted a partner that you did a lot of things together with, whether they were kind, whether they were a bit abusive, whatever has been going on, it has been a result of your vibration and what you've been feeling about yourself in the moment that you've attracted it. I think that makes sense. And now it's like you're on your own. Even if you're with somebody, I feel like for a lot of you guys, a lot of you Capricorns, you're going it alone. It doesn't mean that necessarily the other person is sort of that you're not spending time with them. It's just that it's like this is something you have to do. I have to do this. I have to go on this journey. Where are you going? Nowhere. I'm going to be right here. It's just an internal journey. And this is like Ariel. So this is the love angel again. She's coming in with all of this love. It's a completion in love. It's like we're on the lower planes, we're wrapping it up. And it's so interesting because I got this analogy for Scorpio. I just want to say this, and this is in the extended, so it means that you would have to purchase it. I just want to say the Scorpio reading was something else. In the extended, it was something else. And I know it takes quite the person to feel drawn to that message. But Capricorn, I'm inspired to tell you that not to sell anything, but it's going to require you to purchase it. It was a brand new. Maybe listen to the first part of it and see if you resonate with it, and see if you want to go further into the extended. I think there could be some yummy and juicy stuff there for some of you guys, because Capricorn, I feel that some of you guys are just a bit of weirdos too. So yeah, I feel like this is the love angel, like pushing you forward to go it alone for a bit. You're having that crystal staff in your hand. So it's like you're leading with really, really high energy, or searching for the crystalline energy, searching for the crystal clear answers from within right now. Having a book in your hands is like, I think that book is for you to collect answers rather than the book is already written. It's for you to find answers and for you to completely, if you look at the person, look what a strong energy field he has around him. And then I was gonna say, but that's in real life. I was gonna say it's easier if you look in the center of him, because then you're gonna see the energy field around him, the auric field around him much clearer. But it's actually painted, so you can look right at it. It looks like it's the sun that falls on his back, and therefore is it's shining through. I see it as your energy field around you that is strengthening now. It's like you're searching for the clearest answers for yourself, and it's like you need to go on that quest first. On the bottom it says, you have invested wisely, have patience and wait for the harvest. So it's like, try for the life of yourself to really trust in the divine, that they know what they're doing, the timing of it. There is something to it, to go on your journey first. You have things to say, Capricorn, you have things to do. And it's not like you don't know what that is. It feels like maybe you don't know how to get it out. Should it be through writing? Should it be through painting? Should it be through music? Should it be through having lectures or workshops? Or should you start your channel? Is it it might be something like that, but I think still that you know that yes, I am on this quite spiritual journey, and yes, I might have some insight into certain things, and maybe yes, there are people that wants to listen to it. I can guarantee you that if you feel inspired, if there's a passion within you, there's always an audience. There's always an audience, okay? We're stepping into this gorgeousness. We have the Ace of Michael here, and Ace is all about the highest possible energy in any situation. It's like he's shouting from the rooftops. Shouting from the rooftops, but this is rather from the mountaintops. He's shouting from the mountaintops. He's calling you in. It's interesting because this energy field around you, this auric field around you, feels very yellow-white to me. And here it stands out that it's very blue. We have a very blue auric field around Michael. Michael is all about the blue for me. We're going back to the blueprint. So there's something with the blue auric field that you might want to look into. But it speaks about how Michael is calling you in to this highest place, from a new perspective in love, on love, a new place for you to stand in before you call in your person. It's do what Michael does. I'm gonna pull a final card here, and then I'm going to move into the silent part, and I'm going to explain how that's going to work. One more card for Capricorn here. So strong focus on 15, because we have today's date is 15, and we had the 15 card here. And it's asking you to sort of step out, to set yourself free, to it's like you're having a very, I don't know, a very safe life. It's almost like routine, very much routine-like, very masculine energy, very organized what you're going to do in a day. Is not much room for play or spontaneity or the flowy fun, let alone creative new ideas. So there could be something to it here, that the love that you're seeking, so it's the divine that sort of has a finger in the play as well. Like, there's always free will, you can call it in whenever you want, but it's like the divine's will is obviously for you to be in the same space, same place as your counterpart, as your romantic soulmate, where right now you are not. Michael is calling you there. Come up here to the mountaintop. And you're like, what's up there? You have to come up here to see. I am a bit busy being organized. I'm sorry if I sound a bit harsh, but it's like it doesn't even open up to, it's like everything is so organized, and it doesn't necessarily mean that the schedule is so full with things you absolutely necessarily have to do. It can mean that between this and this, you eat this. Between this and that, you watch these series. Between this and that, you have to go to the bathroom. Between this and that, you go on your walk. It sounds like you're a person that's not working, but there's something to it that it's very organized, and it's organized to the point that it's very little space for something new or something outside the box to come in. So while you're asking for change, you're not really allowing for it, and that's where your decision comes in. It's like you open the cage and you feel like you've made a lot of shifts, and you feel like there has been movement, and you feel like there's this change happened and this change happened, and you would probably say, no, there's been change. No, I'm not that confined or organized as you say I am. But look at what you're searching for and why it hasn't come yet. There's a decision to be made, and it's a strong decision because we have number 15 here now. So it's a new beginning, and it's a change in your life path. It's a double emphasis on that. And it's almost like candy, like it's almost like a reward. If you do this, Capricorn, you'll get your lover. But I want my lover now. Yes, but we eat the food and then we get the candy. It's something like that. And it's that final bird that's in the cage still. So you probably feel like you've done so much work and you've let so many freaking birds fly. It's like, I'm spontaneous. I've been planning this trip for 4 weeks. I'm gonna go on a trip. I think, Capricorn, that you're playing it a bit safe. You're playing it a bit safe. But you don't have to worry, because this longing for this new life and for this new lover is so strong, and it's going to grow stronger and stronger and stronger. So it's going to be quite unbearable to stay in the situation that you're in. But I'd rather you walk now. I'd rather you feel excited and passionate. And the thing is that it's not even that the calling is to your person. The calling is to your passion. The calling is to your passion. And so it's like if you just open up a bit, it's like more opportunities wants to come in, opportunities to grab you, opportunities to whatever that is. And that feels more towards work, a passion you have. All of a sudden you're being, what do you say? Drafted? You don't say that. Yeah. Like a talent scout. Like there's a talent scout out there scouting, and they're finding you, and they're giving you this proposition. They're giving you this proposition that could you come do this for us? You're like, I'm busy. And the thing is that talent scout is not even going to find you because you're a bit structured. You are going to have to make a decision. So you don't have to you don't have to change. Just so you understand me here, I'm not feeling like stop watching your Netflix series. That's not what I'm saying whatsoever. This is like maybe reschedule. Okay, so I get something about social media. So maybe you're spending a lot of time on social media. Maybe have the first half of the day, don't even open social media. And the second half of the day, go watch it. Or for 3 days, don't even touch it. And if you're having trouble with it, really go on that. It's like a detox. It's like a cleanse. Just like we need to cleanse our bodies every once in a while, we need to social media cleanse every once in a while. There's something about the social media. So maybe stay away from that for a tiny bit. I'm not feeling that now you need to change your schedule, your physical schedule. This feels like an internal decision. It's almost like you're going to just give the green light to the universe. Like, okay, guide me to it. I'm hearing the call. It's what I'm saying. Raphael is like withholding things. We're withholding things. We're going to get them to listen. And it's not even like get them to listen to do this thing that you don't want to do. This is your passion. It's your creative passion that you're really excited about. And I feel like whatever you're doing, whether you're not working or you're working, whatever you're working with, that is not your creative passion. They want to call you somewhere else. And it's like not until you go there, until you do that thing, which is going to put you in a higher, which is going to set you free, and it's going to put you in a higher vibration, then the love comes. I'm sorry if I sound a bit like a downer. Nobody wants to hear that, especially if you're here to hear about your love story. But I hope that you're just as excited about your passion, like your passion journey. And so there is still this love story, and I'm going to completely focus on that love story in the extended. I can't promise because I continue to promise that. So that's not going to be about so and so. But I've intentionally, and that has happened for every sign up until this point, at least, that we're looking into how your love story, what it looks like, having you come back to the blueprint, which means you have scaled away everything that's been put upon you ever since childhood, that maybe you have put upon you that is not yours to carry, how you view and look at love relationships. This is sort of when you are in your passion, and when you have scaled away anything that is not you, and we're in this higher realm, then what does it look like in your love life? That's what I'm looking into. That's what I'm asking about. That's my intention. So if you feel drawn to that, the link is going to be in the description box after we're done with this. It's there now already, but after we're done with this silent part. So I'm going to choose 14 cards. I'm not going to choose anything. I'm going to let them come out. I'll tell you this first, and then I'll shuffle so you can fast forward if you don't want to watch the shuffle. This number 14 has just kept appearing for me. 12 is all about masculine. 13 is all about the divine feminine. And 14 is like the next step, it feels like. I have nothing to back that up with beside my own information and my own insight about it. 14 seems to be like the next, I don't even know what to call it. It's just that when it has come up, the number when it has come up now lately is like, and I've continued to say, if you were to be in love with a number, I would choose 14, because 14 is all about new beginnings and in love with the 4 of the heart matter. And it's so gorgeous and kind and sweet and soft and just absolutely adorable. It's really, really beautiful. That's what it feels like. So I want to pull 14 cards for you, where you just sit and watch the images and you release whatever wants to be released and you receive whatever wants to be received. If you feel nothing, that's going to come and catch up with you afterwards. So if you want to fast forward to not watch the shuffle, please do. They're going to just fall out when they're ready to, in a specific order. That's 1. That's 2. No. So in what order? This first? Okay. Second. Excuse me. Okay. Yes? Okay. So, 2. Yeah, 2. And last one. It needs to be very specific. Okay. Wow. So let it be quiet around you if you want to. Even pause the video for a bit and just put some earplugs in or something. And I'll be quiet from now on. I won't even say bye-bye. Happy watching.